Hello again and welcome to another video. This is our late June 2019 Mercedes CLS 350d AMG line with the Premium Plus pack. There's also a few other extras on the car which we'll show you when we take you around the car. Now the car's covered just 35,000 and a few miles with full Mercedes service history. Two owners or two keepers from new. The first one was only for about 6 months, so I believe that it was pre-registered at the Mercedes dealer, maybe as a demonstrator. Now the car is finished in Cavansite blue metallic. Now today, I don't know if you can hear, but it is raining quite hard outside, and the lighting conditions aren't perfect to see the colour of the car. I've just lightened the screen to try and show you more of the blue, but as I come in you'll notice it's going to come a bit darker. Now the entire car has been two-stage machine polished to take out any little hairline scratches caused by previous washes by the last owner, etc. And the paintwork has come up really beautifully. I'm just going to bring you down on the driver's side here so we can see down the side of the car. If I just zoom in, you can just see the reflection of the panels. There are no ding dents or anything on the side of the car or all around the car. I've double checked everything. And if we come across to the front, looking really nice there. All of the front bumper is in really nice condition. You obviously get some very, very tiny, I call it sort of pitting, but it's very minor. There's not really any nasty chips or anything like that. We've got these amazing multi-beam LED lights that are very intelligent. Both lenses move separately, and these lights will basically light up the road around any cars in front of you. They are also able to monitor the conditions and change the light beam for different weather conditions. For fog, for example, they will change the way the light is displayed to stop light bounce back from the light on the fog. And we've got high beam assist as well, which will automatically dip the headlights. Now the bonnet is in really nice condition as well. Like I say, there's a couple of tiny little, they're minuscule little sort of chips. And now under the bright lights in here, you just catch them in the reflection. But when you sort of come back, you don't see them at all, to be honest with you. And there's nothing at the top end there. All of the windscreen is in really nice condition. Got the cameras up at the top there. And we've got the sunroof as well. All of the, oops, I just zoomed in a bit too harsh there. All of the roof, there's no bird dropping, etching on the paintwork or anything like that. Nice clean shine. All of the satin chrome trim on the around the windows, are all in nice condition. And what I mean by that is that it hasn't been into any hand car washes where they've sprayed truck wash on. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you get like milky stain marks on them, which are almost impossible to take out. Now I'll bring you down. This is a lot easier to see on this side because the reflection of the wall, you can just see how true and lovely and glossy those panels are. Come across to the front. Now the car also has the 360 cameras. One is situated at the front here, just above the Mercedes logo there, which is also doubles up as a radar detection for the adaptive cruise control. Now that front camera is also used for the satellite navigation. So when you've got a destination inputted into the system, inside the car it will show you the view using the front camera, and then on the display it'll put arrows, almost like road signs, telling you which junction to take. Very clever. And if you've not seen it before, if you Google it, you'll be able to see that on maybe a YouTube channel or on Mercedes' own website. So there's a view from the side there. Just going to try and raise the brightness a little bit. There we go. Very sleek looking car. We've got the privacy glass at the back. Just going to show you, so this has got the 20-inch AMG line alloy wheels. Now the little bits of rust you see on the discs are just surface rust. The cars get washed over, they're quite often brought straight into the showroom, and it's just surface rust that comes off the brakes when the car's used and done a couple of miles. There's the back wheel again. Now from what I can see, these wheels have got no smart repairs. I'm not too sure if the previous owner had them refurbished, but they're all like brand new. They're in really lovely condition. And of course we've got park assist on this model, so the parking sensors on the side there. There's a view down the side. We've got more cameras underneath the wing mirrors there. We've got the blind spot monitoring, so we've got driving assistance pack on this car. The little triangle on the edge of the wing mirror there will light up, I think it's amber or red, depending how close the traffic is. Now I've got the key in my pocket. And if I hold this out enough, you can see that the car is unlocked. Just press on there, goes down, wing mirrors lock in. To open, place your hand inside, all opens up. Let's just move around to the back. Let's bring you up onto the boot lid. Let's try and get that. So there's so much reflection from the shine, but there are no scratches. I'll bring you around like so. There we go. No scratches on there. You can see just how shiny it is. It's like looking in a mirror. And the other thing is it's a 4MATIC, so it's four-wheel drive, 282 brake horsepower, V6 turbo diesel. The rear camera comes out from underneath the badge. There is a setting inside the car which allows you to lift the badge for cleaning, so you can clean the camera. Twin exhaust pipes, just want to show you. Back bumper here, all in really lovely condition. There's no dents, no scratches. Just show you this rear wheel on this side. I've checked all the wheels. There is no damage on the wheels. The front one there. And if we come back out, let me just open up the car. And there's the view from this side. And here comes the heavy rain. Perfect timing for a video. Just quickly round the filler cap, no scratches. Mercedes used the AdBlue treatment to keep the diesel fumes clean. It splits the NOx into nitrogen and oxygen, which is safer. Now, we'll start off looking inside on the passenger side. Now, this is where Mercedes have really got it right on this model. The inside looks really classy. We've got the Burminster sound system. In fact, there's no damage on the door card. I just need to point that out. I've already checked it. We've got memory seats on both sides. Heated seats, the Burminster sound system, as I say. Contrasting stitching. And this is leather in this car. It's not the Artico leather, so it's proper leather. All of the door shuts. Really nice and clean. We've got lumbar support adjustment on the side there. We look at the quality of the leather, really nice condition, and those headrests pop forward. Now, as you can see, this is laid out. If you pull up the headrest, up it comes, and then the front of the seat you can extend forward using this top one. We'll pull that back in, and then we've got the height, etc. Now we've got leather up on the top of the dash. Now all of the air vents all illuminate in multiple different colours. You can select one colour, or you can have it rotating through the various different colours. I forget what this finish is called, but it's, I'd call it ash, because it sort of looks like an ashy colour, but very very classy. Let me just try and get, there you go. There's a better view. And we'll have a better look inside the front in just a second. So open up the rear door. Again, the door card, all in really nice condition. No damage on the edges from seat belts. We've got puddle lights at the bottom. All of the door shut. No scratches. Floor lighting, air vents, all illuminating the back there. Now if you notice the back of the front seats, no scratches on there. And the rear seats, got the Isofix there if you need them. Centre armrest. All in lovely condition. Let's move round to the back of the car. Now I've got the key in my pocket. Because we've got the keyless entry, we can literally wave our foot underneath and the boot will pop up. We can also use these two buttons up here. One will actually lock the car up. All in really nice condition under there, as you can see, no damage. The rear seats will fold down. Use those two handles at the top. One there, one over there. And this, I think it's a little handle for hooking your shopping bags on. Just zoom out. All of the carpets, or carpet in the rear. No stains, all in really nice condition. And then just underneath, if we lift this up, we've got the fold down Mercedes box that folds out into like a box to store stuff in. We've got the cargo net, if I get this in focus, there we go, cargo net and a high visibility jacket in that little pouch there. And a bit of storage underneath, locking wheel nuts under there as well in its box. So again, we can just wave our foot underneath the back. Oh, let's try that again. There you go. And down comes the boot on its own. Let's move round to the offside rear. And no damage on this one either. It's a really nice, clean example. All of the shuts. Again, the back of the front seats. No marks in the leather, no scratches. It's had very little use in the back. And then the driver's side. I have checked also all of the door edges all the way around. Nothing to report on there either. Let's just turn these lights off while we've got the door open. So driver door card, this is the one that gets the majority of the use. No damage on there. And no damage on the outside edge. I show you these edges because if you jam a seat belt in the door, you get like holes and dig marks here. So that's the whole point of showing you that. Now we have an additional button on this side. next to the heated seat button, we have this one with a little L, and that's for the left seat. So basically, we can press that, and we can move, oops, let's get it in focus. Come out, there we go. We can move the seat on the other side, so you don't have to reach all the way over to those controls over there. You've got that handy little button just there. Very thoughtful. You can also manually adjust the windows, sorry, not the windows, the wing mirrors, that's what I meant to say. Eventually got there. There we go, that's for the boot. And the driver's seat. Really nice. And the steering wheel and the lever on the steering wheel. Now the driving assistance pack, you get an extra couple of buttons up here. You've got the lane keeping and sort of like lane keep assist and lane change assist, I think it's called. Basically, it will keep the car, it will take control of the steering and keep you in the lane. You do have to sort of just be touching the steering wheel so you're not completely leaving it to the car. Now I'm going to jump in now so I can now let's start it up. So just to press, now the steering wheel's just moved into position, so we've got the comfort access. So when you have the steering wheel, let me just zoom out, down closer to your legs and you go to get out, the steering wheel will automatically move up. Now, on this side of the steering wheel, we've got our cruise control, adaptive cruise, speed limiter, home button, and a little micro, sort of like a cursor button, like a little touch sensor. And there's one this side. This one does, in fact, for some reason it's off, let's turn it on. Does the large screen on the left, and the one on the right does the instrument cluster in front of you. Now at the bottom you can see the steering wheel, and if I go to put it into, there we go, you can see that you can set the distance for the adaptive cruise just there. Now using the little cursor, if we move over to the left, we can flick. We're currently in sport display. You can change the displays. There's your economy there, trip gauge. Now if we were to press down on that or press home, we can go to displays. You can see all the different titles up here. Design, we can go to a classic mode, progressive, and you can flick through different windows on this side. Go to the other side, put it in classic for now maybe, and then we can also use our telephone, our media. There's Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, radio stations, navigation, which will all come up there, and driving assistance, so you can see ahead like so, and then service, tyres, etc. in there. Now if we come over to this side, we've also got, I think we've got it on rotating through all of the different colours, so you can see it going to blue now. And we've got the lights. Let's put the lights on. Manual. Is that on manual? I think it is, yeah. So you can see the lighting just changing colour. All of the air vents light up, door handles. Now, there is so much in this car. If you know all about this part inside, then you might want to fast forward. But for those of you who don't, I'm going to try my hardest to go through it. Now I just want to show you the screen down here. You can synchronize the climate control up here. This button here, little shortcut, so you can see the climate, and then using the switch up here or the wheel, we can flick through. So if I just do that again, oh no, okay, we're currently in navigation, so enter destination. Very easy to. You can use also handwriting on top of your finger, like so, but I found that a little bit awkward to use the other day, so I just wanted to go driver. So route position options, map orientation. The other thing you can do, if you just press, let's come out of there, press down, there we go, you've got a shortcut to this display here where you can adjust different settings for the sat nav. There is so much in here, I'm going to bore you to death if I go through all of it, so let's just cut to dynamic select. So we have a selection switch just down here, dynamic select, and this is where you can change the drive mode to the car. Also show you on here, so eco, comfort, sport, sport plus, and then an individual setting. So we're currently in economy mode. We can flick it to comfort, but the suspension's a little bit softer, as well as all the other settings. Sport, we'll just sharpen up everything on the car. We've then got Sport Plus, which will turn some of the traction control settings. Now if we go into individual, we can then adjust manually the sort of drive, the ECU, or if we come back out of there, we can change the steering, comfort or sport, and the same for the traction control, so how much it will interfere with the power. So I'll come out of there, and as I say, you can change all of that with these buttons here. So you can just flick across with your finger. Excuse me. Oh, let's come out of there. So there's a lot of information in here, and like I say, if you want to know more, if you're able to pop into the showroom, please come in and you can go through it. Or if you've got any questions, we can go through it on the phone. Yeah, there is just so much. So let's have a look at the condition of everything. So down here, we've got the lead for your phone to connect up for the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This all illuminates in here as well. Got the Mercedes clock there. Volume settings. Now, we haven't done the cameras, so let's do that. Let's just turn this fan down. So if we press the camera button, it's going to give us, which one have I pressed? Okay, now on the left hand side over here, you'll see all these different views. There we go. So we've got, let's try and get this a little bit, it's quite bright. So we've also got a picture of the car here, and that will show also the parking sensors. This view is at the front as well. So we've got two views at the front, wide angle, straightforward, all the time seeing the 360 view. And then we've got the surround view down the sides, looking front ways, and rear wide angle, and then the closer angle there. Also, we've got a cubby hole in here, if I can get that in focus, a couple of USBs and an SD card holder in there. All of the books are in there, and all the paperwork is outside the car, which I'll try and remember to go over to. Now I'm gonna, if I can reach it. Now, before I forget, we've got these two buttons. So can just see. There you go, active lane keeping assist and one. And then we've got the electric roof. Now I'm going to open up the roof and leave that open. I'm going to turn off the car now. I'm going to show you underneath the engine bay. So all of the engine bay has been cleaned by hand. When I say by hand, we don't just aim a jet wash at these engines. It's the last thing you want to do. There's so many electrical sensors and things, but all of the leaves, all these plastic covers come off and it's all cleaned underneath. And this is the V6 six-cylinder, 282, I think it's like 281.9 brake horsepower. I forget what the torque is, but it's very, very high on the V6 turbo diesel engines, and so smooth with really good fuel economy. So you get the benefit of having plenty of power and really nice fuel economy as well. Really clean up underneath there. Just trying to give you a nice clear image. So let's close that down. Now what we will do, we've left the roof open. I'm going to lock the car up. Now, if it was to rain, which it is doing now, we spray a little bit of water onto that sensor. Can you see? The sunroof will actually close itself and leave itself in the vented position. So very thoughtful of Mercedes to come up with that. So in the summer, if you get a shower and you've left the roof open to vent the car, it'll automatically close and leave it in the vented position to allow the heat out of the car. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. Sorry if I missed anything that you wanted to see, but please always give us a call, be happy to help. And before we go, I've now just remembered, I'll show you the service history. So it's all here. Each year it's all been done, right from the very first one at 6,000 miles, 19,000 miles, 26, 29, 300, and just like I say, one private owner, and it was registered, I believe, by the Mercedes garage. So all the documentation is here as well. Okay, if you need any finance options, please also give us a call. We've got some fantastic warranty options as well. One of the best warranties on the market. They've won quite a few awards of the policy that we're able to provide on all of our cars. Up to 4 years, very, very comprehensive cover, and the upgraded warranty you can take out on this vehicle will even cover oil seals and gaskets, which are not covered on many policies. So please, ask about those, and we'll be happy to go through it. Okay, thanks for watching. Enjoy all the bank holidays this month. Take care. Bye.